schedule and figure out those times that are going to work best for you in order for you to be able to utilize your time wisely. So that's something definitely that I've been working on as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
What day are you working on that?
Every day.
Every day. Well, a lot of people say they'll do it on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Uh, you
Sunday is probably
know,
the best day to do it.
well, it's football season, so for
Yeah.
people are like, nah. Well, of course, after everybody saw the Cowboys game, they're like, what football season? There is no
Yeah.
season coming. But if it's not Saturday, then is it early Monday morning?
Yeah.
Before you step in. But at some point, it helps instead of just trying to take it day by day to plan out what Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on through Friday look like.
Yeah, for sure. I
Hmm.
completely agree with that too. And another thing it says is be authentic. And I think that kind of goes back to what I'm saying too, when you manage your time wisely and when you actually have it mapped out when you're going to be able to do this because you want to be authentic, not rushed. Right?
Authentic,
So,
yeah.
yeah, so if you're feeling rushed and putting your social media posts out there or even a video or anything like that, if you're feeling rushed or you're driving, sometimes driving, I feel for me, I do it a lot more when I'm driving. And I'm starting to recognize and realize that that's probably not the best thing for me to do.
You did it today.
I did it
Right.
today. I did. But again, it's like it's managing your time to where you're not messing everything up, you know?
It takes what I was looking for earlier, and I was like, when you can't remember that word, time blocking,
Yes.
blocking time with your calendar.
Yes.
And it's an amazing deal. The masters of the real estate universe, they all time block.
And I'm
With it,
terrible at it. I'm just not gonna lie. I'm not
with
gonna
that
lie.
calendar, everybody's got whoever has email has Outlook, and it's right there, and you can sit there and time block for each week. But when you talk to the people that really, when you look at your top producers, realtors, lenders, whoever, regarding probably real estate or anything,
Right.
time blocking and
Yes.
managing their time where they're not wasting, valuable time. That is the most important, like step one. If you don't time block, you're going to be all over the place.
Yes, and that is very true. So and again, that's why I'm really working on fixing that for me because I have certain things blocked in my calendar and for my time frame. However, I still do struggle
Oh yeah.
because you get so distracted. You get very distracted, and a lot of times I have to move things around, and I don't get in my calendar and move those things around. So then things get forgotten. I feel on my end. And so learning and working on that is definitely a study that I'm doing right now. That's why this is so beneficial for me in what we're talking about today, just for me, myself, and my own business. So, and you know what? I gotta say this. I have a seminar that, and I'll talk more about this another day, but I have this seminar that I'm going to be uh, uh, participating in. I'm a partnered life coach for it. And it's to help grow your business and to just change your life. But again, I'll talk about this a little bit more in detail next time. But I did want to say one thing that really stuck with me when we were in the meeting in regards to, getting prepared and ready for this event that's coming up in Fort Worth. One thing that was said was the one thing that you do right now is what sorry, I'm saying it wrong. I knew I was going to do this. Like
You should have written it down.
I did. I have it written down. Okay, so it's what you're doing. The one thing what you're doing right now is what you're doing all the time. Basically. I'm not wording it 100% correctly, but does that make sense? Does that resonate with you?
No, I need you to go back and find out exactly how it was
It doesn't
said.
it's under
What I'm
sorry.
doing right now is what. Well,
So the one thing that you're doing right now is what you're doing in everything. Does that make sense? Like so what you're doing is what you're doing in everything. So if you're being one way in one thing, then you're doing it in everything.
oh,
Does
you're
that
being the same way in
Yes.
everything you do. And
Right.
so is it like your approach
It's
to each situation?
yeah,
I
so
guess I don't.
but it's how you are. If
Okay,
you are one way in this, you're going to be that in the other. Does that make sense?
I can see that.
Right? So
Yeah.
you have to honor yourself and honoring yourself is sticking to your word. Like honoring your word helps you build your self-esteem with yourself and others.
Oh yeah.
right?
It's the first lesson you learn in life.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
when you get old enough to listen,
Right. But that's kind of what that little
your
comment.
integrity,
Yeah,
right?
your integrity.
Integrity.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
so
Mhm.
who you are in how you put yourself out there is how you are portrayed. It's how people view you and look at you. And so in social media, I feel like that is really huge to be able to recognize that. Are you honoring yourself when you're putting these social media posts out there? Right? Are you honoring your word to your posts when you're posting these?
Ooh, yeah.
You see where I'm going with this
Y-
now? Is it
y-
coming to now it's
yeah.
coming to fruition.
Can Are you willing to stand by everything that's posted
Yeah, absolutely.
on your behalf,
Yes.
that you post, whatever? Because yeah, you start posting, controversial stuff, which I always say, and stay away from that. But it's hard on social media.
Yeah,
A
for
lot of
sure.
people have opinions, but well, if you navigate the waters and well, let's get back towards productive, discussion
Yes, for
if you
sure.
can.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, and that's what I think in being authentic. When I'm thinking about being authentic, is I'm thinking about you need to honor yourself too and
Hmm.
honor your word. The other thing that I wanted to touch base on as well is engage often with other accounts or colleagues and look up to that you look up to. Colleagues that you look up to. Blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
My words are going really well
Yeah,
already today.
you're awesome. No, but no, I do get what you're saying
Yeah.
there. Being, I've been in real estate as a lender a long time. That means around a lot. I've seen a lot of realtors come new into the market.
Mhm.
You know, I'll be talking to them. How's it going? This or that. To be frustrated, and a lot of it I found over time was I talked to them, and they'd be like, "Yeah, well, I was talking to this realtor that's been in the business, 8 years, and she's over here saying, yeah, this we're doomed, and we don't have good leads, this and that." And I was like, well, how many deals has she done in the last 6-12 months? Have you looked? Well, yeah, not very many, three or four. Okay, well, why don't you go hang around the people that are doing maybe averaging one a month, the veterans that have been around?
Yeah.
Because I doubt they're probably too busy to sit there and go, this isn't, this market sucks. They're sitting there going, hey, it is what it is, but there's still people buying, there's still people selling.
Absolutely.
That's so stay around the people that are doing positive, they're doing well in the business, and you're going to get that positive feedback, and they're going to be like, don't, we don't have time to gripe around here. Let's get to work.
Right.
There's
Exactly.
business out there in all markets, no matter what, mortgage crisis, whatever. There's always been business. People did not stop buying. So
No, no, not at all.
now, did we have to get a little more creative, as agents and lenders to get the business? Yeah, but
Mhm.
there's still lots of people out there.
I 100% agree. And just to be able to have relationships, like not only do we need to have relationships with our clients, but when we have relationships with other colleagues that are within the same business with us, we have I like today. I needed to reach out to a previous realtor that I worked with previously that does primarily commercial. And I wanted to ask her questions. We haven't seen each other. We haven't worked together in a while, but I still maintain that relationship with her as best as possible. And so she was happy that she heard from me and she was happy that, I was asking her these questions because, again, we hadn't talked in a little bit. So we kind of caught up a little bit and it was nice. And so I think maintaining those relationships is very helpful, especially when you look up to them. Like I look up to her because I know she's killing it in commercial. She has been for years. And if I was going to ask anybody about commercial, it would be her. 100%. She's going to guide me in the right direction.
You've got to keep those people around that know that especially where you don't specialize in.
Yeah, absolutely.
First of all, for referral sources, so you can take the client that trusted you is asking you, and you can give them to a reliable person that's going to take care of them, right?
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I'm not a commercial lender, but I know commercial lenders that, okay, yes, I can't help you, but guess what? This person can.
Yeah.
They're going to take care of you. I know when I send them that they're going to be taken care of, instead of just saying, well, Google somebody, good luck to you.
Right.
So
For
yes,
sure.
in everything, in construction, and you think of it as a realtor, what goes into a house and all the different things that, the repairs that might be needed. you need to know people in every field,
Yeah, for
to have a
sure.
relationship with and be able to go to.
Yes, and I
It's
completely agree with
important.
that. Yeah, absolutely. Like your inspectors, your appraisers. And I know for appraisers, it's a little bit more of a challenge for us to really have healthy relationships with them because really and truthfully, we don't really talk to them and we're not really supposed to talk to them too terribly much. And we have to be careful with what we're saying with them. But we'll have a show about that on another occasion because I really do want to dabble into that a little bit more as well. Because I do know that that can be sometimes an issue with agents on how or what they should or shouldn't be communicating with these appraisers. So I think that would be another good, helpful show for us as well. So, the other thing is to be helpful. Oh my gosh, we need 100% to be helpful. If we're not being helpful in our social media posts, why would anybody want to come and work with you?
That I don't know. Yeah,
I stumped him, guys. I stumped
yeah,
him.
it's like, well, it's a good question. Why would I? If
Right?
if what you're providing has no benefit to get people thinking one way or the other or answering questions on what's going on, why should they come to you?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're
Yeah.
just putting cartoons out there, but the cartoons really are not bringing out any kind of a, well, I should call and ask this question, or whoa, that kind of, that's funny, but it makes a good point about what's going on. It's got to provide some kind of quality info with
Yes.
what you're posting. Absolutely.
100%. I completely believe, or I agree with that 100%. And this also says use a tool like Brand Builder. I've never heard of Brand Builder, but Brand Builder helps brokers create branded content that can push and post to agents' connected social media accounts as though agents had written the post themselves. So basically, this is just one of those other marketing tools and marketing companies that you can reach out to. I prefer, and I've been using my broker search. That's one of the ones that I currently use, and it definitely helps keep my social media with posts coming in, but I still have to go in there and maintain these posts as well as put some of my own and again, authentic posts on there that are coming directly from me.
Right.
Yes.
You got to have both.
You got to have both. You
Yeah,
do. It's absolutely, absolutely. All right. So don'ts. Are you ready for these?
I guess so.
You said, "Oh gosh, I've probably done one or two. I have two. Don't worry." All right. So one is post questionable, inappropriate, offensive, or illegal content. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are doing this, come on now. Come on now.
I'm good. I haven't done
I
any of
haven't
that.
done that. That is
No.
a yeah. I'm like I have not done that. I can definitely say no, thank you. And this goes for your personal page too. I don't know how many of you guys like me have pretty much everybody on your personal page that is now on your business page and then some. I'm up to
Hmm.
almost five. Well, I think I'm at 4,000 and something followers on Facebook.
Wow, you're popular.
A lot of those people are on my business page. So, well, that's just me getting out there. Me, videos, I'm telling you, if you do videos and you do reels and stories, you really start and it's what you put. So I've noticed, I don't know if you've ever gone to your search and just put realtor. Have you ever done that? Or put
Mm.
lender and it pulls up all these people that have lender on their page or realtor. So, I mean, that's pretty good stuff. So, if I have realtor on there and people are looking for me or entrepreneur, if somebody's looking for an entrepreneur because they want to send you stuff, they're like, oh, this entrepreneur, they probably, and realtors make good money. I'm going to try to befriend that person.
$1 million listing. I saw it on TV.
Yes,
Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so a lot of that is definitely I feel it's what's on your page and that people are searching for. So if you have criteria on your page that people are it's easier and accessible for them to search you. Because I'll tell you this right now, majority of people, including myself, get on Facebook and hit search for something that they're looking for on Facebook.
Really?
Yes, I do it.
I'll be
Yeah.
like, what?
So if I'm looking for, okay, for instance, for this event that I've got that I'm going to be attending and doing, I'm trying to put it out there to all my other entrepreneur buddies and friends. And I'm trying to have them come on. We've got free webinars that we're posting 3 times. So we're doing free webinars 3 times a week. And again, I'm going to go over this next show, but we've got 3 of them that are going 3 times a week. And so I'm trying to post that and send it to in their messenger so that they can be and attend.
But what are you searching?
Entrepreneur.
Boy, that's vast. That could be in anything. I mean,
It,
entrepreneur is any industry,
and that's what I
self-employed
want. Yeah, that's what
person.
I want. I want somebody that's career based oriented.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, business owners, CEOs. I even searched CEO.
Mm.
Yeah. Sorry everybody if you got one of my messages, but I'm not sorry
Did
because
you get
this is
Warren Buffett on that?
really good for you. I have not. I have not. Uh so this is one of my I don't know, that's one of my favorite things to do though is to be able, but if you have your content on there that's that it, and but back to personal page. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent. Squirrel. Uh so when you are posting inappropriate and offensive stuff even on your personal page, you better believe it, a lot of those people that are on your business page are probably on your personal page and seeing that. So just be mindful of that and be careful of what you're sharing on your personal page too. And if you want a personal page where you can post any of that, look, either add a group. You can have
Mm.
a group that's inappropriate. You can add all your stuff on there that's inappropriate and make sure it's nobody that it's a previous client or a client now or a potential client. And then maybe, who knows? Maybe that potential client's like, okay, I really like this person with their raunchiness. I'm hiring that person. Who knows?
So so
Keep it separate.
build your group with complete strangers
Yeah.
if you're going to be inappropriate. Okay.
Hey,
Good advice.
I have been asked to be I have
All
been
right.
asked to be in a few of those. I am not gonna lie. And I'm like, okay, how's this going? And I'll go in there and I'll look at it and I'll
Uh,
decide if I want to stay in it or not. I don't know.
I've seen some.
Not that I'm raunchy.
Yeah, no,
So
I've
nuts.
seen some friend requests where I'm like, I don't think so. Yeah, this
Yes.
this doesn't look right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you must be careful.
You must be careful.
Yeah.
And then share too much or too often. Yeah. Make sure to not be spammy, oversharer kind of a situation, right? And you don't need to post hourly. If you're posting hourly, how are you making any money though? That's what I would like to know.
Well, that's
I don't have time to
where
post hourly. There is no way.
it's got to be someone who basically has brought on a marketing specialist,
Yeah.
especially for social media, and been like, I want you on every platform, but posting hourly, I mean,
That's too much.
wow.
Yeah. I
That,
couldn't do it.
that just, I, I'm sure.
Would you have time to do that?
No, no, there's no way.
Absolutely not.
No, I mean, that's a full time job. You would have to be,
Right.
someone would have to be paying me to sit there and post for them
Yeah.
hourly. That's a lot of work
That is a lot of work.
to do, especially if you're trying to hit more than one platform.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there's so many platforms. Like we went over that last show, all the
Mhm.
different platforms and things that you've got available to you too in order to post stuff. So
Wow,
it's crazy.
hourly.
Crazy. All right. So promise more than you can deliver. Oh man, yeah, that guys, this is a really big one in my opinion, because if you are over, if you're promise, don't in this business, I would say don't promise.
Mm.
Say I will do my best, or we will work hard at seeing if we can make this happen. Be very mindful of your word choice, because if you say I promise I will make this happen for you, lawsuit.
Do well,
Could be,
or worst case,
or you lose
credibility.
credibility.
Under promise,
Yeah.
over deliver.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because especially in real estate, and anyone that's out there in real estate knows this, is it's like a foreign car. There's so many moving parts that you don't it's impossible to have complete control over realtor, lender, title, appraiser, surveyor, insurance company. That's why building the teams like
Oh,
we
yeah.
talked about in the past can really help. But yeah,
Having a team is
that's
definitely
center going.
helpful.
I guarantee no matter what. Well, just be honest up front and say, hey, things go right. Yeah, we'll have you closed in 3 weeks, but I'm not going to
Right.
promise you.
No.
So yeah, no, it's just be careful what you put out there that you can do, and make sure you can back it up.
Yeah, absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. So No promise. Do not say promise. Make sure you're changing your framework of words when you're speaking to clients for sure. And on social media.
Like I will strive.
I will strive. I will do my due diligence in doing everything that I possibly can to make this happen for you, such client. Okay. So I'm just saying that is probably the best way to go about it. Be negative or complainer. Oh,
Mm,
I don't do that either.
Yeah, that's just
There's no way.
nothing to even talk about there. So yeah, don't get on there sourpuss.
No.
Get on there positive.
Right. And if somebody does say something negative, remember like how we were talking about the last show, if somebody does say negative to you on your social media post, first of all, they recommended not to delete it. Now, if it's really offensive and it's, you just really don't want it on your page, I say delete it. But if you can, refrain from commenting on it and leave it on there, or again, if you can show respect in what you're commenting back to that person, then do that. But again,
If it's too
don't
bad,
complain.
block them, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't have that kind of
Content on
stuff.
your social media for sure,
You
I
know,
would say.
even if it's not you doing it, if someone
Yeah.
reads it, they may, put you with them. No, stay away from that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we are about to go to break, guys. So we'll be back and we're going to talk about some more don'ts. All right. See you soon. Stay tuned.
Accelerated Graphics and Science 101 East Renfro, Sweet C in Burleson, Texas, can handle all of your graphic needs. Need a banner or promotional products for your business? They got you covered. T-shirts and caps for your group. All you need to figure out is if you want them screen printed or embroidered. How about some slick graphics on that hot ride to make you stand out from the crowd? Accelerated Graphics and Science can handle anything you throw at them. Located at 101 East Renfro Street, Sweet C in Burleson, Texas, go in and see them. Call them at 817-991-0523 or reach them on the web at www.acceleratedgraphics.net. They are loud and proud and want to serve you. Accelerated Graphics.
Out of deck carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered. When you're hungry for tender brisket or some delicious homemade cobbler, then look no further than Leach Brothers Barbecue, located at 1106 East Henderson, Cleveland, Texas. Leach Brothers has been family-owned and operated since 1950. Take it from me, Taco Joe Orwinski. Todd and his family have been filling my belly breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a long time. Heck, I even have my own booth, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come see them for dine-in, carry-out, and all your catering needs.
Serving Johnson County, Texas, Joco Community Radio.
All right. Welcome back to Real Estate Reality with yours truly, Diana Roberts and Jason Chandler. All right. Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen or watch, simply go to tuneinjoco.com to choose where and how. The Joco Community Radio app is now available for free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store. Check out our lineup and more on jococommunityradio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Patriot Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to our well, to your Texas sales rep and my personal friend, Nona Reed, at 844-839-4245. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back. So now we're going to talk about post without proofreading. Have you done this?
I try not to. That's a
But that
bad
means yes.
mistake.
I've done it too.
It's
It's
not
okay.
good. Don't
It's-
do it.
yeah, don't do it. Definitely proofread because I have made some pretty funny mistakes being in a rush again. Like, you want to be authentic, so if you're being authentic, then you shouldn't be rushing, and you should be able to take the time to proofread.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if people think you can't spell, they might not use you.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
to find a house. So yeah, take
Yeah.
your time.
And if you're a consumer or a seller or a buyer and you've seen this on somebody's social media page, just be mindful that, a lot of times we are doing this from our cell phone. And I don't know if you all experience this, but I have a fat thumb.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And those little bitty letters on your phone do not help the situation in sometimes misspelling things. And then your autocorrect gets involved. And yeah, it's such a fun deal, right? I mean, you've all sent that text out where you're like, oh my gosh. No, unsend. And you can't unsend that, but you can go back and edit it. So if you guys do see that, just be sweet. Maybe send a little message. Hey, you might want to recheck your post. I just noticed blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't mind getting messages like that because I would rather somebody tell me and I can fix it versus me leaving it on my page forever and people making fun of me behind my back.
Now that you want to know, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Don't be afraid to hurt your feelings.
Don't be afraid to hurt my feelings because I got tough skin, y'all. I got tough skin.
Yep.
I've been through some things. Okay, I've been through some things.
It's a hard life, but
We're having so much fun, right?
I think
love
so.
this. Yeah, I think so. All right. Use too many hashtags. I hardly ever use them. Can't stand hashtags.
Man, sometimes I
Is that
see like
terrible?
20 of them below a post, and I know they're trying to catch
Like,
everybody, but
why?
I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah. Just use a few hashtags. Like, people will see it, I promise. People will see it. All right. So we are done with the do's and don'ts. I'm really hoping that some of this information was really beneficial for you guys. We're going to move on to some other things, though, that will really help your business, right? What are you doing to help your business? What are you doing? Let's figure this out. So, what are the best tips for successful nurturing real estate leads and lender leads? Let's get real. All of the lead generation is great for us both. Am I wrong or am I right?
Absolutely right.
Yeah. Even for our inspectors, they have to get leads. So they have to go out and they have to meet realtors and they have to also promote themselves to other agents and say, "Hey, look, this is what happened. This is happening." And I just got to tell you, I might have to have Tex Inspect on my show cuz they're pretty they're really over well, I don't want to say overachieving because they're doing an excellent job, but
Mm.
they really have awesome things that they do for us agents to provide to our clients, which is great.
Let's
So
get them on a future show.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd love to have a lot of you guys on my show. So if
What's
if you have something to offer our clients and offer us in being and sitting here with us, please let me know because we're always looking for special guests to be able to be here with us and communicate and talk about real estate.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's there's several good, inspectors, insurance companies, just lenders, realtors out there. I mean, there's just all kinds of good quality people in the
Yes.
Joco community
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
working out there. And but yeah, so we want to have you all on at some
Yes.
point to talk about what you can do, how
Abs-
you can help
yeah,
our
and commercial.
listeners.
Like a commercial realtor, that would be huge. I
Absolutely.
could be answering some of my questions
I'll
I
get a
got.
commercial lender in here.
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
get
All
them
right.
together, and then danger,
Yes.
danger. Here we go.
Future, guys, future.
Future.
All right. All right. So let's talk about how to be successful in nurturing your real estate leads. Okay. So here we go. Um, your website, your social media, or even yard signs, not all the leads you're going to get and be ready to move forward right away, right? They're not going to be ready. So, with all of the things that we're utilizing to build these leads, there's still more that needs to be done. So the time that you need to prepare for these listings, the sellers may need to make the sellers may need to make needed repairs and renovations and properly stage their home. Buyers might still need to get pre-approval, identify their ideal neighborhood, or in times like these, adjust their expectations and budgets to find the right home for them. None of these can happen overnight, right? They can't.
No,
It can take a long time. And according to some industry experts, real estate leads can incubate from anywhere to 6 to 24 months. So you really have to stay on top of these leads in order to keep them. And that goes for you guys too.
oh
Sometimes you
yeah,
guys have somebody that doesn't have the credit score that is quite ready for them to be able to purchase a home.
no, that's where I will talk about a little bit of the CRM
Yeah,
about more
absolutely.
of that. But you have out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
So you have to put a follow up system, which we all have the technology through our calendar that we
Mhm.
can set any. You can set yourself reminders that'll show up first thing in the morning when you wake up on Wednesday the 23rd.
Yeah.
Boom, got to call this client, follow up. But you are doing a disservice to yourself and to your clients if you're not putting follow ups
Yep.
and just assuming that these people are going to just remember to call you back.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's your job as a real estate professional
Yeah,
to do the
absolutely.
follow up. So yes, very important.
Yes, I 100% agree with you there, Jason. All right. So it is important to think of leads like seeds. I love this, right? If you plant them regularly and nurture them with care, you'll have a steady stream of sales down the road. But what are the best ways to nurture real estate leads? Regular, reliable, relevant touch points. A touch point is any interaction you have with your leads. Once they reach out to you by phone, email, or through your website, the first touch point, follow-up touch points are important to keep leads warm. And there's three factors that are key to this. Okay. And Jason and I are going to go over these. So the first one is regularity. We are by nature a little forgetful. I know I am. And so this is really actually good information. One of the reasons that I wanted to bring this up for all of us is just for myself as well, me included. All right. So to be memorable, you actually need to remind your leads you're there by following up with them regularly, but not to the point where you're driving them absolutely crazy, like such as, you know, you want to emails here and there, your name and brand will stay top of mind if you continue to do that. So your leads won't end up working with someone else after you've put in all the work to cultivate them. And that's true, right? Like I've had points where I've really talked somebody up and I was really talking to them. I got busy, especially like last year. Holy moly, that was like probably the hardest time that I had to keep up with and maintain relationships with so many of the people that I was communicating with. I know I lost some. I know I did. I had to have because there was so much, like it was so busy, so crazy. The market was insane. And but we still have like, and we'll get to how we are able to still keep that brand, keep our brand in front of them here in just a little bit. All right. So what do we got next, Jason?
Well, what you're saying, regularity without uh, bombardment.
Yes,
Bombardment.
exactly.
Yeah, there comes a point where you can be too much. But right behind that is reliability.
Yeah.
Home buyers and sellers are going to have a lot of questions about the process. It's going to be one of the biggest steps in transactions that most people, undertake in their life. They have to trust you as the real estate professional, that you're providing reliable information. Goes back to branding your communications consistently, proper spelling, proper
Yes.
grammar, useful facts and data that are accurate. So reliable. You know, it's so important to make sure you're putting that out. And then relevance. We're getting hit with information all day. The touch point, which is every time you talk to a person, like you said
Yeah.
before, if the touch points aren't talking to your leads, unique concerns or interest, you're not really helping that specific person. So just make sure that it's relevant to what your client is looking for each touch point, each client. Now, for sellers, And I'll ask you about this.
Yeah.
You see down here it talks about staging tips, neighborhood reports, recent sales comps. Following up with your sellers when you're a listing agent, uh, let them know what's going on, right? Giving them
Yeah.
the information for, because how many times have you had a seller? Yeah, my neighbor sold my house for his house for this, so I know my house will sell for this because my house is better.
Oh, yeah.
And you
Yes.
and you have to educate with good information,
Yeah.
without insulting the seller and saying, well, but let's look at the market. Okay, I understand what
Right.
you're saying, but let's look at the market because that's what an appraiser is going to look at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just giving your professionalism. And with each seller that I have that comes into, that I'm working with and that I'm going to be listing their property, I put together a market analysis for them so that they can see what's selling in the market and what they're selling for, and it provides pictures, and I go over that with them so that they can see that, look, this is what's going on in your area, and this is what this possibly could appraise for based off of the knowledge base and the information provided here in this market analysis. Because a lot of times, and that's what I tell them, appraisers, they're going to look at a market analysis as well, and they're going to see what's out there and what's in comparison. So this is just basically putting in front of them, this is what we're going to be looking at. This is what's going on in your area. So let's put a price point on it that's going to sell it.
And it's not just a one-time deal.
No.
Through the process, as yes, there was the market we had where you put it on the market and it's gone. That's not a realistic market. That's
No.
why the government had to get involved. That's why rates went up. That's why inflation, it just became madness.
Oh, yeah.
Which was good for some people.
Right.
When
It was.
you're selling a home, that's awesome.
Yes.
But back to reality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Staging your home, telling your clients, hey, that thing, we're not going to move you out of your home, but that centerpiece and all that's going to have to go. We may have to
Yes.
put some kind of nice flowers there.
I do like
Staging,
to stage.
a little bit of staging, and just
Yes.
saying, hey, I'm doing this because as a real estate professional, this appeals to people's
To the buyer.
eyes. On the buyer side, of course, by now every agent.
I want to say one more thing
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
on the seller.
Cleanliness and clutter.
Keep your
If
house clean.
you have a house listed and you are an agent, you are going to deter so many potential buyers from that property if you have not really provided your client with the benefits of having a lot of that clutter out and having it clean when people are coming in and viewing that property. That is huge. I have seen this happen. I have taken buyers into these properties because in the picture it doesn't reflect that. Then we go and look at the house and the house is filthy. It has clutter everywhere. There's dirt, sometimes even like water bugs,
Oh Lord.
crickets. I mean, this has got to be a cleanly property when we are bringing these buyers in to view these properties. The reason that house is going to sit on the market that much longer is due to that simple fact that you are not being the professional that was needed for that seller to verify with them that, look, if you want to sell this house in a timely manner, we have got to have this clutter out. You're going to sometimes have to, not that you're hurting their feelings, you're just being honest with them. Hey, you know what? I've got a lot of stuff in my house too. I get busy. I start throwing things all over my countertops. However, in this process, within this time frame of us trying to sell your house, we really need to make sure it is super clean, that people are, when they're walking in, they see the potential of this house for it to be theirs. They're not going to see that if it's dirty and cluttered and there's then they see no space.
It-
Now they're seeing that they have no space for their things and this house is not going to work for them.
Well, and I would think common sense would say that goes without saying, but in this crazy market that we got out of about 6 months ago, I guess people were getting away with, hey, it doesn't really matter what my house looks like. There's so many buyers desperate for a house, they're going to overlook stuff that normally a buyer would be like, no. And
Yes
now I'm
and
moving
no.
on, but I'm sure that did happen. That
Yeah.
maybe listing agents got a little, oh, well, we put this up, it's going to sell. So not having to watch, but that comes over time on market too.
Right, right.
When you're going back and talking to your seller, and if you go back and look at that to meet with your seller, and it's like, it doesn't look like you vacuumed since I was here last.
Yes,
You
exactly.
sometimes you got to be like the mother, like point it out. Hey, You got to
Right.
keep this place clean, right?
That's so true. So true.
Okay. Well,
So, and I think, pre-approval on the lending side, you were talking about buyers, right?
yeah. What you're supposed to, it by this time, is there? Every realtor should know that you don't take a client to look at a home unless they're pre-approved,
Right.
unless you get like some referral from somebody that goes, look, they're loaded, they have great credit,
Right.
just show them
Or
the
they're a cash
house.
buyer. If they're a cash
Oh well,
buyer,
of course, if they're a cash buyer, then
yeah,
they don't need a pre-approval.
they don't.
But
But still,
but
yeah.
yeah, otherwise, what do you? That's I've had so many
What are
realtors.
you doing with your
I've
life?
had so many. Well, I have so many realtors be like, oh, these people should be strong, and
But then they don't know.
but then well they may be strong but they show losses on their tax return, so now we got to look at a bank statement program or something. So no, this is not, you never assume, you know
Yeah.
99 out of 100 times you don't assume that your client. Just tell them, hey, let's go ahead and get you, that way you'll know what rates are, you'll know what to expect with payments, blah blah
And you
blah.
know a price point, like, okay, oh my gosh, this is what's so confusing to me. How am I going to show a client a property, right, without knowing where they can be price wise?
Impossible.
That's impossible. So when you're like when you have for instance, today I had a couple of calls actually, which is great. Like I'm closing on this house tomorrow. And I've gotten so many calls from people driving by my sign at this listing today. It's been unreal, but it's been great for me, right? But at the same token, I have them calling me about this house. And while I'm asking them the questions, the right questions, one of the biggest questions to ask them is, hey, so really quick, how are you going to plan on paying for this property? Are you going to be paying cash, or are you going to be needing a loan, and do you already have a pre-approval letter? That is the most simplest question to ask them, because then you're like, okay, so what's the minimum payment, or what's the minimum sales price that you're looking at and the max sales price, right?
Oh yeah. Well,
Then you
because
can do a better search
well,
too.
from the lender standpoint, when I get it and they apply for 400,000, and then I tell them the payment, hey, here's your estimated payment. They're like, there's no way in hell I'm not paying that.
Right.
So so by the time the discussion's up with the prequal, it's like I'll call the lender or the realtor back, say, hey, Miss Jones, the Joneses are qualified up to 400,000, but they have no interest in that.
Yeah.
With their down payment that they have available, you're going to be looking in the 300 to 325 range.
And then we
So
need to know that.
yeah, you don't
We've
waste
got to know
don't
that.
show them something that they're oh my, I really like that house, but I can't afford the payment. No,
No.
that's why you have to know what's their, it's really the payments. That's where you find out from the buyers. That's how they're going to tell you the sales price range,
Right.
what they're willing to pay
Absolutely.
comfortably.
Absolutely.
So
And then customizable content, you guys. This is actually our oh wait, tailored. Sorry, let me go back. Tailored nurture campaigns. So these campaigns, and I know that we talk about the CRM? Not yet, right?
no,
Okay, that's okay.
that's-
So I'm just going to briefly touch base on this because I know the CRM is coming up in here in just a little bit. But tailored nurture campaigns. If you have stuff that you're speaking about that are relevant to your leads and you've got them plugged into these tailored campaigns, that's huge. And making sure that the content that you're providing them is customizable is also huge. Then you've got your smart automation. You're busy. Manual tracking and completing these tasks could be a full-time job, but we understand that busy brokers and agents have a lot of other things to worry about, which is so true. We really do. So this is where those smart automation is definitely can come in, and it's just nurturing those leads on autopilot for you so that you're not having to stress about the time frame that you have allotted for you throughout your day in order to make that also be something that you're accommodating for as well. And then you've got your tracking, right? You're tracking your leads effectively. How many have you received? How many have been actioned? How many are in specific campaigns? How many have gone cold? And how can you bring them back, right? If they go cold, you need to bring them back to life. With the right tracking tools, you can sort these leads by where they are or aren't in your nurture workflow and act accordingly. I think that's pretty huge, right?
oh yeah. Because if you don't track them, they will disappear.
Yeah,
They'll go
absolutely.
into a pile of paperwork, or especially if you don't automate your leads and have them in uh, call them hot, cold, warm, however you're going to remember them. Or yes, if you don't track, then they're going to disappear and they're going to go with another realtor,
Right.
another lender. And someday you're going to see them and they're going to be like, yep, got me a nice house. And you're going to be like, wow, where I dropped the ball. And where did I drop the ball? Well, probably on the tracking.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So using client referral system for real estate leads. This I think is really huge. What referral systems can we use for us to keep and generate these real estate leads, right? So, in business, client referral programs involve a process of asking your current or recent past clients to refer you, your business, and your services to other people. Because let me tell you, just having these lead generations is not enough, is it?
No.
Because even though I got a couple of calls off of one listing, I still need to get out there and I still need to find listings and I still need to find more buyers and more clients. So, in order to do so, these clients that I've worked with in the past and the ones that I'm currently working with, I need to make sure that I'm maintaining a relationship still with them as well as asking them for the referrals. So, how do we do that? Research indicates that real estate referrals are crucial for growth, and easiest way for an agent to get referrals is through past clients, like I just said, who had positive experience with them and their brokerage. Even with all of the digital information and options we have at our fingertips these days, we still look to those we trust for referrals and recommendations. In fact, 84% of consumers say that they almost always trust referrals or recommendations from their friends or family when it comes to products and businesses.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The most trusted is a referral from a friend, family. Uh, it just doesn't get any better. Former customer, but it all comes down to the CRM, customer retention marketing system, CRM.
Yes.
If you haven't heard of CRM,
You need
put
one.
this in your mind. CRM. This is where you put what happened this morning. For me, didn't you get a text
I did
from
get a
me and an
text.
email, right?
Yes, I did.
Just
Thank you.
specifically, I sent out.
He was just letting me know, hey, you're an agent and I need.
But do you think I woke up this morning and typed that myself?
I seriously doubt that because I
No,
know I don't have time to do that. So I know
because
you don't.
I put a program right. I sent out so much to the realtor partners that I work with, I have relationships with, to my former clients that I've closed with. I
Yeah.
sent them a different set of information, and to potential leads and business card people I meet, their business cards, insurance, plumbing, whatever. I send them different information, but I didn't sit there and send each one. I got my CRM and with my person that helps me with my CRM system and said, here's what I want to send out to these clients, to this group of clients. So it's so cool. Just think about anybody that you meet. Um, you get a business card, they text you, you should be putting them in a CRM.
Yes.
Even if it
Immediately.
doesn't have anything to do with real estate, you put them in your CRM,
Yep.
into your classified. What's your relationship with them? And like I said, one of my relationships is actually called business card.
Yeah.
Just where I've not closed a loan with them. They're not necessarily in real estate, but there's someone I met. It might be a gunsmith. Doesn't matter.
No.
Jewelry person. I bought some jewelry for a person not too long ago. Well, he
I
sent me a
get blown
card.
up. I get
You
blown
know,
up with them so
but
much. Yeah, I love
folks,
it.
if you listen to one thing we said today, well,
Yes.
I'd say two. It's the integrity part. Be able to back up, be honest, make sure you can back it up. But the CRM, once you load the database, that's the deal. Is you've got to have the leads to put into this thing, but then it will change your life. I mean, it would send out things that I don't even think about. Every holiday, it'll
Right.
send out something.
Campaigns, and you put them on those different campaigns like what we were talking
Yeah,
about before.
absolutely. You have to do this. It will save you. It's incredible
Save you
what
time
what's
and
done.
energy.
Well, but out of sight, out of mind.
Absolutely.
And when you have clients, when you're sending them a happy birthday, their
Yes.
birthdays go in there, then they're getting an automatic happy birthday
And see,
from
that's
you.
something I need to work on is making sure I'm getting birthdays. That is
You got to
something that
get
I don't
birthdays.
always ask for. And I don't know why I'm not asking for it as much as I need to. So yeah, that's definitely something that I want to work on as well. But
Yes, I mean there's
We are running
It's
out of
life-changing.
time,
Life-changing.
guys. But I really just wanted to say, I really hope that a lot of this information really provided some information and helpful, helpful tips and stuff for you guys to do in your business in order to grow your business. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to help you guys grow your business and to learn from our don'ts and do's. But also, I wanted to let you guys know a lot of this information that we have been talking about today comes from Retechnology. It is on your MLS. Make sure to get on there and read those articles if you're a new agent. It's definitely helpful and has a lot of good stuff for you.
Have a good week, y'all.
Have a good week. Thank you for listening and chiming in today. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.